Hi guys, my name is MJ. Welcome to the Tutorial channel. It has been a while, and since the last time I've been on, it has been less crazy with the virus, and also I hope everyone is hanging in there. We'll definitely see the end of the light at the end of this tunnel. In the meantime, now I do have a little bit more time in my hands, and of course, so many diecasts have came out in the past couple of months, and me myself, I'm still trying to do a bit of catch up. And of course, the first one that I want to share with you guys would be from initial model, the Supra, because I feel that this is one of the casting that was a little bit, yeah, a little bit under, what do you call it? Not many people really notice this, and not many actually collect this casting, and I'm not exactly sure why, because I think that it is actually pretty awesome looking Supra. This is actually based on the one that initial model did, right? It's actually Toyota Supra JZA80 RZ. This is the body kit is actually based on Max Orido's body kit. Is his brand called Ridox, if I'm not mistaken. So in the real scale, okay, in the real scale, it's the red very similar to this. I don't know if I can say if it's the exact same one, but I think it probably is the exact same red. And yeah, so let's go straight to it. So pretty much up until here, we already seen 6 colors. They're all at the back there. We'll go through them one by one. So of course, the red one is actually based on the real Max Orido's car. He's a racing driver based in Japan, and I think he's already retired and is focused on his own business, with also to train new drivers at the moment. Okay, so yeah, all right. So the packaging, everything else, that's actually pretty standard. Nothing new there. So the first color being the red. Okay, let's go straight to it. And I've pretty much covered the very first Supra in white, but the rest of the colors, these 5 other colors, I have not covered it. So yeah, only now actually I did a little bit more search, and then only I realized that the casting that this Supra casting, this body kit, is actually based on, it's a very specific Max Orido's own design. So I think that is really very cool, because it definitely looks really very good. Even some of the pictures I found online of the actual thing, it's really, I like that it's, everything is very subtle. It is a slight wide kit, but you can't really tell. So that's one of the things that I really like about this model. So on the base, it says initial model JZA80 Supra. Check out that headlamps. Look at how it stares at you. Damn cool, right? Okay, let's take it out of the base, as we usually do. And let's see. Okay, so this is the red. Put that aside. Oh, look at that. Such a beauty. So the white, we have already seen that in one of my previous video. I'll get to that later. So this is a gold. Okay, so I believe the white was the first one, and then I think it was gold, and then silver at the back here, and then I think the 3 came together, right? I'm really confused, because initial model has recently, they have been spamming, sort of spamming with R34 and also the Supra. So what happened was all these 5 colors all came together. Yeah, so that didn't really help the pocket, definitely. And with the lockdown happening, that don't quite help as well. But check out the gold on this Supra. Check that out. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. I really like that initial model. Actually, they got the license to do it, a proper one, and I like that they have chosen to do it in 164 as well. So you probably would have seen a couple of release in was this 118, and also together with the figure, and also the 143, also with the with Max Orido's figure. But very nice, very nice. Okay, we'll park that there, and then I want to do the silver. So when I did my research, a little bit of the research earlier on, I definitely did see that all these carbon fiber, right? It is actually based on the the real deal. It's not something that initial model just do it for the sake of doing it. It is actually based on the real thing. So I think that is really very cool. Okay, and then we have silver. I do I don't recall. Refresh me if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't remember any other colors that are already coming on the way. I only know the R34 purple that is coming. But Supra, I think hopefully they will take a short break. But then again, that's what initial model use. What I understand they usually do is they will release. They will aim 2 casting at a time. So the very first release, it was the GTR and also the GT86. That was the first one, first wave, and then the next wave was the what do you call that? I'm not that good at multitasking. Yeah, I'm not that good at multitasking, so that's why I get stuck a little bit sometimes. So after that was the EG6 and also the RX7. We have seen a stop to that both that casting, the RX7 and the EG6. Hopefully that is it. But we haven't. Only recently we've seen the stop in the GTR R35, and then on the then after that they were busy churning out all these Supras, and the R34 first, definitely in a short span of time. Quite a lot of variants came out. In fact, I have them actually right next to me. Some of the models, I think, in a short span of time there was 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 colors of that R34 was made. So I think initial models really mad with their production line. But then again, I think they know their stuff. They know that their products can sell. Of course, not as hot as they used to, where the prices immediately blows up to double its own retail price. It doesn't do that anymore. And then from what we see on the Tarmac website, they don't go sold out as quickly anymore. And sometimes even the Supras, they are not sold out even after days. So we definitely do see a slowdown. I'm not sure if it's because it's a Supra, or or people just got tired of chasing after the variants. Because one thing about 64 scale collectors I notice, I think, is our tendency to try to complete all the variants. Yeah, I think it's a 164 collector kind of thing. I'm not. That's just based on my own opinion. So we will feel that there's a need to actually go and chase after all the variants release. Oh man, look at that. Okay, we've seen the whites already in the previous video, but of course in here, I think my favorite would still be the red one. I think that stands out the most, given the fact that, you know, we all seen this red one before. I think my second favorite would be the blue. Look how the color glows under the light. So actually what you see on camera, right, when I look at it through the camera and when I look at it through my eyes, it definitely looks a little bit different. So it's something that I've not seen other castings do. The paint job is really fantastic. Okay, I like the carbon fiber work on these castings as well, because I believe they are decals, but I think they are done very well. Look at that. It's done so well that it looks quite realistic. You know, it feels like it's really the carbon fiber weaves, sorry, on the bonnet rather than just a stick on. But of course, I think it could be a production limitation because what we do see is this part. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but we see the carbon fiber part on top of the wing, and then underneath it's just flat black. Yeah. Okay, so underneath the muffler is chrome silver. Okay, there's some slight details underneath. So this one is just screwed on by one screw. Check out that detail here. Oh, that's very nice. This is actually, you know, according to the real thing. Nice. The interior is all black. Yeah, I don't see any variant in the interior. They all are the same. Look at the detail on the bonnet. Oh, that's really very cool. Nice. So apart from that stare from the front, check out that ass. Damn. Look at it. Oh, shit. Looks so damn good. Damn. Okay. So in a short span of time, how many? 6 already. The white being the China exclusive, and the rest has been so-called a regular release. And apart pretty much after the R34 and the Supra, I have not heard of what are their next upcoming models. Let me know, you know, from their, because they have initial model do have a very fantastic 1/18 scale and also 1/43 scale lineup. That has been their forte. So I do hope they do bring down some of the license into 164, just like they have done for this Supra. Very nice. Okay, so as usual, I will be taking close-up photos of these guys and putting them on my Instagram. Remember to follow me there, virtutoys.mj. I'm on Facebook as well. Do hit me up there, and remember to hit the subscribe button and also the bell so that you don't miss on my diecast videos. All right, thank you very much for watching, guys. Stay safe. Take care.